welcome back and happy 2020. Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Adlyke, and of course, for those who are joining us for the first time, you're most welcome. And I'm passionate about sharing information with migrants and aspiring migrants about the different opportunities in Australia. So, the other day, I was having a chat with one of my friends, and we're talking about how when you first come to Australia as a student, especially for those who came in Australia via student visa, you're worried all the time about passing all your units, and then once you complete your study and you're thinking, oh god, I'm done, then you start to worry about getting a job. And then before you get a job, or even after you get a job, you start worrying about your permanent residence in Australia. So it is quite a sensitive issue. For me, it used to actually make me really, really anxious, because bearing in mind, sometimes you're applying for a job, you meet all the qualifications, but just because you don't have permanent residence, you're actually sort of cut short of that job. So I am very passionate about this topic, and I want to give you my own personal experience and also other points that I've gathered here and there on how to improve your best chances, how to get your best chances of getting permanent residence in Australia. So I totally empathize with all of you who are looking to, of course, get permanent residence, and I hope this video is going to be informative to you. So the first thing we're going to look at, of course, is the minimum requirement. As you know, you need 65 points to be able to apply for permanent residence. So those are some of the changes, of course, that keep on happening. I know previously it was 60 points, but now you need 65 points. You also need to be between the age of 18 to 45, and you also need to meet minimum English requirement, which is a band 6. So you need to have competent English. So basically, we're going to be looking at skilled visa. There are other pathways, of course, to apply for permanent residence, but the one that we're talking about in this video is the skilled visa. So there are different ways, of course, to improve your chances, but you also have to be very, very strategic, because as you know, is that the person with the most points gets the invited first. So if we're both applying today and we have John here who has maybe 90 points and Mary has 85, of course John is going to be invited first, and Mary might have to wait for a really long time, bearing in mind there are so many people probably with 90 points. The first way, of course, is through English skills. So as you know, when you have competent English, yes, you can apply for permanent resident, but that does not give you any extra points. If you improve your English skills from a band 6 to a 7, then you get to the proficient level, meaning now you can claim 10 points towards your permanent residence. And even better if you get a band of 8 and above, because that means you're able to get up to 20 points. So this can go a long way to increasing your points. So for anybody out there who's still struggling to get a band 8, from my own experience, I had tried IELTS and I was not able to get 8 in my first attempt. So somebody advised me to try PTE. And after doing PTE, I was able to get my score in the first attempt. I actually got a 90 across all band, which this goes to show you that the different English tests can be the difference between you getting your score. And also, if you've been doing IELTS over and over, I've had people who've done IELTS 10 times, I would say you need to change your strategy by probably trying a different test. And the other most important way you can go about it is to seek professional help. So try to seek the help of a tutor or some of the English schools that actually teach English. And because they have experience dealing with so many students, you're able to get all the tips and strategies on how to tackle the test. And if you need any help, I've also trained people with PTE, so I'll be able to assist you. Just leave a comment and we'll see how to best go about it. The other way, of course, is using professional ear. So there is a program called Professional Ear, whereby you study for 12 months. Within those 12 months, you're taught different aspects about the Australia workplace culture, as well as you get internship, an unpaid internship. However, professional ear is just for a few occupations. Those are IT specialists, accountants, and engineers. A lot of people are skeptical about doing professional ear, but if you're still waiting for your invitation, as we said, you need to try in all means and ways to get your to get more points, because professional year is going to increase your points by 5. So again, that's another way. The other way is using the community language. So if you're able to speak another language other than English, you can go to and do a translation test. This particular test is called the NATI CCL test, and it gives you 5 points. So I did this particular test. I speak Swahili and I was able to pass because the test is out of 90, and for you to be able to pass the test, you need 63 out of 90 to be able to claim additional 5 points. It goes for about 800. Not all languages are on the list, so I will link the website on the description. So go to the website, have a look whether your language is there. I know a few languages that are there, like Punjabi, Hindu, Urdu, Spanish, French, Nepali, I think Nepalese or something like that. Swahili is there, so Italian is there. So go and have a look at whether your language is there, and I would highly recommend that you practice and do the test. This particular website also gives you different practice material for your language. That way you're able to know exactly what to expect during the test. It's basically a translation. For instance, I was required to translate Swahili to English and vice versa. And if you do it eloquently, of course, you have to have good vocabulary. And the key is really, I wouldn't say really my Swahili is that good, but I would say it's a matter of confidence as you take the test, because it's an English test. So the minute you have a lot of hesitations when you speak, or a lot of feelers where you're going when you speak, then they might interpret that you're not good at your language. So say be confident, try to use words that are related and different vocabulary in order for you to actually ace the test. The other way is, of course, through partner points, meaning partner skills. If you have a partner who, of course, has an occupation on the occupation list, they can have it assessed. Also, they need to do an English test and get a band 6, meaning competent level English, as well as if they're below the age of 45. If you meet those 3 elements, occupation assessment or degree course on the occupation list, below age 45, and competent English, you're able to claim 10 points for partner skills. As well, for singles, previously before the changes that happened last year, singles were not able to claim any points. So singles are able to claim again 10 additional points. And for those who have partners who do not have skills on the occupation list, please encourage your partners to actually do the English test and try their best to aim for 6. Because if a partner has competent English, you're also able to claim 5 points. Unfortunately, if you have a partner who doesn't meet the English skills and neither do they have an occupation on the occupation list, then you're not able to claim any points, which is going to, of course, lag you behind. The other way is, of course, using your course or furthering your studies. So when you're applying for skilled visa, when you have a diploma, you have 10 points. When you have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, you get 15 points. And if you have a doctorate degree, you have 20 points. So you can also opt to further your studies in order to gain more points. And then lastly, you're also able to use state nomination. A lot of students have realized, or a lot of people are afraid to actually put up more than one expression of interest. So I would highly recommend, personally, when I was applying for my permanent residence, I actually put up 3 expressions of interest. One was using the 189 platform, the other one was 190, and I nominated WA State, and the other one I tried to also get the New South Wales State's nomination. So please make sure, of course, as you look at the different states, see which one that you meet of course, you're eligible, meaning you meet the criteria for state nomination. For example, I know in WA you need to have a professional job, meaning a job in your occupation that you've nominated in order to be able to be invited. So now I'm going to show you how to calculate your points. So the first thing, you go to Google and type Australia Points Calculator. The best website to use is the emehomeaffairs.gov.au. So the first one that comes up on your Google. Once you get to the page, of course, the first thing is to nominate the subclass of your visa, because as we know, there are different ways to apply for PR, but on this video, we're going to be only talking about the skilled visa, which is subclass 189. So I'm going to select that, points calculator, select visa subclass, so skilled independent visa 189. And now you can calculate your points. So my age bracket is between 25 to 33. English requirement was superior English, meaning a band of 8. Overseas skilled employment, it was less than 3 years, so I'm not going to get any points for that. Australia skilled employment between 1 to 3 years, which will only give me 5 points. My highest education qualification was a master's degree. It met the study requirement, meaning that I had studied in Australia for at least 2 years. Specialist education, no, I did not do my master's degree by research, so no, I will not get points for that. Credentialed community English, yes, I did an RTCCL test, and you can click on this particular website to learn about more about the test. Study in regional areas at the point path was not regional, so no points for that. Partners points, yes, I'm going to be claiming that. Professional year, did you complete a professional year at the point of when I was applying for my PR? No. So this gives me a total of 95 points. So that's how to calculate your points, guys. Alright, so guys, I sincerely wish you all the best. If you've calculated your point, you've had your degree assessed, now it's time to put up an expression of interest, and I really wish you all the best from the bottom of my heart. And if you have any questions whatsoever and you think that I'm able to assist, or if you need any extra tips or clarification in regards to your permanent residence, kindly do not be afraid to hit the comment and let me know. So thank you guys again for watching. Follow me on Instagram, my Insta handle is right here, and I will catch you guys on my next one. Remember to like, subscribe and share. Thank you. See you.